Hey guys, I'm Chitaranki from CodeYourPassion, and in this tutorial, we're going to be understanding the basic syntax and the basic operations of Java. We'll also be having an introduction to a program that we will actually be creating in the next few videos. Let's jump right in. And before you actually watch this video, I highly suggest you go ahead and watch the previous two videos where we actually got an introduction to variables and the different variable types. Okay, so this is our project. So in this project, we're actually going to create a graph, and we will create the grid lines and the axes that we will actually be seeing. And then we will also be able to actually visualize this function, in this case x cubed, but we can make it x squared or any function that we actually want. So some functionality that this function has is that when we left click and we drag, we can actually move around and look at what's around what we cannot see right now. So we can also actually press P and left click and we can create a point right there. And this will create a point at that X position, the Y and the Y position that is on the graph. But there's a problem, and as you can see, the point is not directly on the graph. And I will actually be leaving that as an exercise to you guys to finish later. So I can create multiple different points just by pressing P, and we can move around, and as you can see, the points stay where they are. And that is basically our program. Let's now jump right into actually creating this program. So to get started, we first actually have to create a new Java project for our entire project that we're going to be creating. So to do this, press Ctrl-Shift-P or Command-Shift-P if you're in VS Code, and we can actually say Java, create Java project. So now it'll ask us to actually get a build tool, and right now we just wanted to create a bare bones project, so no build tools. Then it will take us to this, where now we can actually choose where we want to put our project. And in my case, I'm going to choose them to put in my YouTube folder and select this location. Then now we want to enter a project name. I'm going to call this project Graph Visualizer. Then press enter. Then now we are introduced with this new project. So let's just go ahead and delete this app.java that comes pre-installed with the project. And I'm going to create a new file called main.java. So now we're going to create this project from scratch. So let's start off by creating this class, public class main. We always have to start off with that in every single file. Then in this, we can create a method called public static void main. We will be learning more about how this method works in the next video, but for right now, all you have to know is that whatever is in this method will be run all the time. So to understand the basic syntax of Java, let's first just create a variable. So I'm going to create a variable called x and name it 5. Give it the value of 5. Then I'm going to actually print this out to the console by typing system.out.println and x. And so running this, we see that we get 5, as we expected. Okay, but now you guys might be wondering, why do we have these semicolons in the first place? Well, these semicolons tell us when each command ends. So here, we can think of each line as just another command. So in this first line, we're telling the computer to create a variable. This, we're telling the computer to print that variable to the console so that we can actually see it. And so this semicolon is required for each and every line because, well, we're using Java and Java requires it. Okay, so now let's look into more of the basic operations that we can use. So here we can say we have int x equals 5. I can actually change this value by adding another number. So now what will happen is that it will actually execute this addition and then it will put that in x. So when I run this, what I see is for x, now the value of x is 10. So we can actually go ahead and do multiple different operations, including minus. So I can go ahead and subtract 6. Then we can even multiply by something. So I can multiply by 24. Then I can even divide by 24. So now when we actually look at the result, what we see is that we get 4. Well, why did we get 4? Well, the computer actually uses order of operations. So in this case, what will happen is first we would do 6 times 24, but then we would divide by 24, making that 6 times 24 divided by 24, the 24s will cancel out, so we just get 6. So 5 plus 5, 10 minus 6 is 4. So that's what we get here. So now we also have a different type of operation, which is called the modulus operation. So what the modulo operation can do is, let's say we give it two numbers, 20 and mod 4. And what the modulo operation does is it finds the remainder after the division. So in this case, 20 divided by 4 evenly divides out, so we have no remainder. But what if we add maybe 3 to 20? So what we actually get is 3. So thank you for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video and learned a lot. So in the next video, we will actually be starting to create this project. So I'll see you there. Once again, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you really like this content.